Yo, boys, what is up? Welcome to the Josh Talk Sports channel. And in this video, we are going to go over something that the sports world moves quick, guys. I just have to say that right quick. But the Charlotte Hornets have officially traded Lamelo Ball and Josh Green to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps in 2028, 2029, 2030, and 3 second-round picks 2029, 2032, 2033. Sources tell ESPN. This was from Shams Charania about 40 minutes ago. Now, if you guys seen the previous video, we just made a video breaking down the trade rumors, whether we thought Lamelo would actually be moved, where he could be moved. And I stated in that video, I thought that the Timberwolves were the most likely destination, most likely landing spot for Lamelo. Now, it was shown that initially they had shown the most interest, and they have been star hunting as they were interested in Giannis. They've been interested in almost every star that was available for trade, even Jaylen Brown. So I expected them to get this done, and they did. Now, I kind of want to look at a couple things here. So just bear with me, boys. So we kind of look at everything that's happening here now. We have a new projected starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We have Lamelo at the 1, Ant-Man at the 2, Ayo Dosunmu at the 3, Jaden McDaniels at the 4, and Rudy Gobert at the 5. Now, with this starting lineup, you're getting a little bit of everything. You're getting Lamelo, his playmaking, and can be a threat at scoring. I think now you can really allow Ant-Man to just score. Really just go get a bucket. I think Ayo Dosunmu gives you a little bit of everything. It's going to give you some defense. It's going to give you, that 3-and-D type role. And same with Jaden McDaniels, the wing length. And then Rudy Gobert, who's going to be your anchor. Like, it's just going to be nasty. And as you guys see, like, Twitter is pretty much blowing up over this trade. Now, obviously, like I said, this is the full trade package. This is with everything that has happened here. I was honestly kind of shocked it happened so early, but I'm happy. I think this was a good move for both sides. I do kind of want to see if there's any more to this as far as like what people think. There's a video by Shams, obviously. Okay, so the Timberwolves are projected to be $4.7 million over the luxury tax after adding Lamelo, and Timberwolves will be 3.3 under the first apron and 16.3 under the second apron, where they will be hard capped due to aggregating together Julius Randle and Naz Reid as outgoing salary. This factors in re-signing Ayo Dosunmu. Wolves will have 4 to 6 roster spots to fill post-trade. Okay, so that makes sense. So I think the Wolves still have some more moves to be made. But I also don't think it's being talked about enough that the Hornets, I think, got a very nice haul. I think with Naz Reid, what Naz Reid gives you, let's kind of just take a look at Naz Reid as a player, because Naz Reid is a really good player. Naz Reid is a former 6th man of the year. Naz Reid has career averages of 11.5 and about 2 assists a game. He's coming off of a year where he averaged about 13 and 6 with 2 assists a game. Now, I would not be surprised if we see Naz Reid's numbers go up to about 17 points per game, and I think around the same rebounds and everything else. I honestly think Naz Reid can get better. And I think on a team like the Hornets, he should be starting, I feel like. I don't think he should be coming off the bench any longer. He was projected to start, I think, this year for the Timberwolves, but now that he's been moved, he is 6'9", 264 pounds, has the length, and can move like a guard, honestly. So I think that he's a player that I think really benefited from this trade, and we shall see a breakout season from Naz Reid. Now, Josh Green is another player that got moved that's going to the Timberwolves. Josh Green is a 6'6" shooting guard, so kind of has the length as a wing. Isn't the most exciting player. Was drafted by the Mavericks in the first round. Let's see. 3-point shooting wise, he shot 40% from 3 on 2 attempts. The previous year, about 4 attempts, shot 39%. So he is a pretty above average 3-point shooter in the NBA. Seems to be pretty consistent as far as durability in games played. So I think he'll find a role somewhere on the bench. Obviously, they have a lot of roster to fill, so I think he could be a very interesting player. Let's look at Ayo Dosunmu, who just got a contract extension, and what he looked like. Last year, he averaged 14, 3, and 3. So again, he is 6'4". I don't know how I feel about them playing him at the 3, but if they think he's kind of positionless, as in his career, he's been a 2 guard. So maybe they do play him at the 3. Obviously, this past season, he was very much injured, but he's also one of those players shooting consistently in the past. Outside of 2024, he's shooting 40% and above from 3. So he is a sniper. He is knocked down. And like I said, I like this move for both sides. Obviously, the picks are the picks, and we won't really know how those work out. But I don't think the Hornets are done. I think this is a great move for both sides at the end of the day. We saw that they were very highly interested, and I kind of want to see what people think from from the Hornets standpoint, because I know there are a lot of Hornets fans out there who may not be the happiest about this trade, but I definitely think it works out for both sides and what we have going for the Hornets. The Hornets will now be able to add up to $40 million without having to send out any outgoing salary. And if you add this into equation, you can make the case that Charlotte is getting Naz Reid first, multiple swaps, multiple sexes, and a possible star. So with this move, the Hornets may not be done, and dare I say that they even try to get in on the Jaylen Brown sweepstakes, because if they have all of this money, they could really get in on go big star hunting continuously. And let's see, they have a 2027 first, 2027 lottery protected first, 2027 top 2 protected, 2028. They have a buttload of first. So they are one of these teams now that are ready. They are looking to contend, and they have so many assets to do so and go get whatever they need. And now they have $75 million in the room below the luxury tax line. They can re-sign Kobe White, and they can use their entire $40.8 million trade exception and a $15 million mid-level exception, which, I mean, this was a really good move for the Hornets. I don't want it to go unnoticed that the Hornets still won in this trade. And honestly, I think they won more than the Timberwolves did. I think the Timberwolves got what they wanted. They got another star. But I think overall down the line, if the Timberwolves don't make deep runs year in and year out while having Lamelo, I think the Hornets will benefit long-term in an Eastern Conference that is slightly weaker. And I think it's on the come up. But I do foresee the Hornets competing very soon. But that is going to do it for today's video. We just had to get the news out there. The LaMelo Ball has been traded. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you are a Hornets fan or a Timberwolves fan, are you digging the trade or you're not digging the trade? Like I say always, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and consider hitting that subscribe button. And I will see you boys in the next video. Peace.